It's live, House.
The following contest scheduled for one fall.
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
You never came looking for me to prove that you're the baddest. So, I've come looking for you to prove you're not.
All over the country, people have been asking me, why, Eddie, why?
Week after week, trying to make me look like a jackass.
Lately, he just hasn't been very oozy. I'm home.
This ain't no disco. Ain't no country club either. This is the 3 Count Thursday podcast. So let's go, baby.
Chin up, tits out, and watch for the shoe.
So let's talk about this draft, Tim.
Right, how are we going to do it?
This is kind of your brainchild a bit.
So this is my baby. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. So I'm stealing this. All the best ideas get stolen at some point in time, right?
Naturally.
Okay. There's a podcast called All Fantasy Everything.
Okay.
Where it's a podcast where they do drafts of random things. Like, for example, the podcast drops every Thursday, kind of like us. And, for example, today's episode was smells.
Okay. Smells.
Smells. Any kind of smell.
Oh, okay.
Gasoline, Krispy Kreme, just noticeable smells. And you're drafting your best 5, your collection of 5. There can be a theme behind it. It can just be your favorite 5 or whatever's on the board. Okay. Sometimes there's an unlimited amount of things. Sometimes there's a finite amount of things and you have to fight over it. Like they did a draft of the Taco Bell menu.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
That's a really good one for the pre-show, post-show.
That would be good.
I am curious now, though, but I'm on the detour here. If you had to draft your first smell, what would your first smell be? Like a smell that you enjoy?
Gasoline.
You would go gasoline.
I love the smell
of
gasoline.
I do, too. I'm not going to argue
now that we're putting that out there.
Gasoline would probably, if it was on the board,
right,
and I had the number 1 overall pick,
you would go gasoline.
I would go gasoline.
Right, so gasoline is off the board. Mark, what would you go with?
You know what I would go with? If you ever walk into Hershey's chocolate world.
Jesus Christ, figured that.
Do you just have that piped into your bedroom?
I'd like to.
It's the smell walking into... Are you talking main entrance?
Well, I'm talking a little closer to where they make the milkshakes.
Oh.
Now, have you been there since they redone?
I was there. I was there a couple weeks back.
The
side entrance.
So if you go in the side entrance, you go over there to see Jada, who makes the best milkshakes.
Okay, all right.
He knows them all because they're all on payroll.
We're all on payroll here. They have some of the most delicious. If you get, ladies and gentlemen, do yourselves a favor. Head out to Hershey's Chocolate World. Get yourself the $9.95 refillable souvenir cup. The refills are $1.99 after that.
That is actually a great deal.
And you can keep on using it as long as you want. They're begging me to stop using mine.
Especially if you're there 120 days in a summer.
So you're saying that you are milkshakes done right?
I am milkshakes. I am a milkshake enthusiast.
His milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
It brings them all to the yard. I'll tell you what. Do yourself a favor and get the special dark chocolate with a little bit of peanut butter on the side.
We're literally talking about smells, and now you're talking about it.
Right. Let's get back to smells. So you would go with the side entrance.
I'm going to go with the side entrance
to Hershey Chocolate World.
That is
where they make the milkshakes.
Ryan, your smell.
I absolutely love the smell of like a shoe store, like the new shoes.
Leather.
New shoes.
Remember going to Wilson's Leather and that smell?
I've never been to Wilson's Leather. Secret sneaker though is what I'm talking about.
And my first smell. Do you remember like when Kmart had the like the popcorn like cafe in the front?
Yes.
That when you would go into Kmart and that popcorn cafe smell would waft and catch you. That would
they sell a candle like that.
Now,
that was one of the Pittsburgh guys. It has a Hills camera. I'm dead serious. I think I'm fucking with you.
Order it online?
Yeah, I'm sure you
can.
I thought I had to go somewhere.
What can't you order online?
Well, that's true, but I thought I had to go somewhere.
Dad.
Is it from Pittsburgh? Is that what
Pittsburgh
it's from?
Dag.
Pittsburgh
has,
Dad. Okay, you're right. You're right. Yeah,
the Hills. The Hills
Yes,
popcorn
that's it.
smell.
Yes, that's the smell.
My cousin used to work at Hills. For what
I
it's
loved
worth.
Hills. I loved Hills.
Now to bring it back to the draft.
Okay, back to the draft.
Back to the draft.
So if that were
Somebody
our
said
actual,
fresh cut grass
fresh cut grass is very good, but
and the smell of bacon, which is also
Okay.
a great thing.
so if this were our draft, because Jim went last in the first round, he goes first.
Okay.
In the second round, it's
Cool.
a serpentine draft.
So it's like a smart fantasy football.
so
draft.
like if I had 2 donuts in my hand,
Eat them donuts
Like
up. They're
this.
tasty.
and I went and I ate a donut here, and I chewed, and then I went to this side
okay,
and I took a bite here.
On the way
I
back.
would then have to take another bite here,
from there.
That's fair.
and then come back over here.
Okay.
For another bite.
Okay,
It's a serpentine draft.
serpentine draft. That's what we got.
It's also a mistake. These are bad, Ryan.
They taste. They
Is
are
that
not
why
very.
you wanted it in the thing?
They're not very fresh,
These are
dude. I'm
premium
telling
quality.
I'm putting it over here. Don't eat the ones I did. This is.
Yeah, I think we can tell which ones you bit off of, Tim.
Shut the hell up.
Jim, I don't want these. Tim touched them.
What the hell?
It's okay. It's
I
all right.
don't want that
You
Tim
don't.
touched them.
You
I
don't
don't
need
want
to.
My mouth hole touched them.
You don't need to eat those, Mark. You don't need to touch them. You'll be fine. All right. So it is a serpentine.
Wouldn't it be a face hole, not a mouth hole?
You shut your face hole.
Well, a mouth hole is one of the face holes.
But a mouth is one of the face holes. A mouth hole is a hole in your mouth. That makes it weirder.
Listen
Yeah, but
here.
which is also in your face. So it would.
I think it's
still be
I think it's the same thing.
Okay.
Look, a Kleenex is a tissue. All Kleenex are tissues. Not all tissues are Kleenex.
Right.
Correct.
So,
But a mouth is already a descriptor of being a hole in your face.
But what if you have a
That's
piercing
like my ear hole.
or a cavity? What if you have a
That's
cavity
that's
or
a tooth
Ryan,
hole.
stop being an asshole hole and let's get this draft going.
That's what I'm talking about.
An asshole.
No, an asshole hole.
It's
Okay.
pretty much the same
Okay.
thing.
So, in order to determine the draft order,
Okay.
we will play, per all fantasy everything rules, a rollicking game of rock paper scissors.
Okay.
The
All right.
odd man out gets to set the draft order.
Okay.
So it's not traditional rock paper scissors rules. So like if we all throw rock, but Mark throws scissors because he's the odd man out.
Okay, so it doesn't
He
matter.
wins.
It doesn't matter which
Right.
rock paper scissors would beat the others. It's whoever is the odd man. I got you.
Right.
So no gang signs, Mark.
No gang signs.
Mark's throwing gang signs.
So are we all going at one time?
Because I said
All right,
it.
you said the rules.
I will not participate in the rock paper scissors.
All right, that's
so
fair.
the rock paper scissors will be between Big Sexy Jim, intern Mark, and Ryan.
Limber up here.
Okay.
Don't want to
This
pull
is,
something.
this is the most exercise that we have done this week.
We go on shoot, gentlemen. We go
So
on
rock,
shoot.
paper, scissors, shoot. Okay.
I was really hoping for a dance off.
Sorry to disappoint you and Andy Weinberg.
Right.
We're gonna
No,
Alex
Okay.
right.
no
it.
dance off.
Are we
tonight.
ready, boys? Okay. Okay.
I'm ready.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And intern Mark goes scissors over.
He threw a
Jim.
gang sign. That son of a bitch.
Gang sign
That was a gang
over
sign.
papers.
Green and Rockland forever.
So, intern Mark, you get to set the draft order.
Wow.
Now remember, serpentine draft. So it does matter. So set the order.
Who goes first?
All right, let's go with. You know what? I knew you the longest, Smokey. I'm going to go with you. You can go first.
You're a sweetheart.
That's how I roll.
Okay. So then second.
All right, I'm going to go with Tim. I'll put you.
Oh, God bless.
Third.
Big Jim, go ahead.
All right. I'll go third.
Then you're
I'll
going
come
last.
by with the mop.
And Mark's on cleanup duty.
I'll do cleanup duty.
And
here.
now this is patriotic.
This is patriotic.
Patriotic.
And that's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay.
If you need clarification, Webster's dictionary will tell you what the definition of patriotism is.
Do we need to look it up?
If you want,
And can you can make arguments if we need to.
yes. Like, so I provided all the boys with a draft board. It's not a draft board, but it's more like a call sheet.
Guide, so to
a
speak.
call guide. There are some on the board that are less patriotic than others, you would say.
Correct.
Because you don't know how deep the draft board's deep the draft's gonna go.
And once somebody's off the board, you cannot pick them.
You
again.
cannot pick them again.
Okay.
And that also includes double gimmicks.
So like,
Repo Man.
Don't say it. Don't say a patriotic person.
Let's say Rebo Man. You could not say.
You can
Smash from
You
Demolition.
cannot say Blacktop Bully.
okay, so it can't be. You can't use the same
Person.
suit, like the same. The same
The
person.
same
twice.
person twice.
Okay. All right. I think
I
that makes
almost
sense.
feel like there's an exception to that rule that you could.
No.
If we hit that point, Ryan, we'll let you plead your case.
I already know who you're talking about.
You do know who I'm talking about because they never. It's not factual.
Okay, well we can debate that when we get there.
That's
I
fair.
know exactly
You
who
know
you're
exactly
talking
what
about.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's going to come up.
It is going to come up, I guarantee
I know it will.
Patriotic is defined by having or expressing devotion to and vigorous support for one's country.
There it is.
Okay.
So there it is. That is the definition.
For one's country.
For one's country.
So,
One's country.
with the first pick in the hashtag 3CT drafts patriotic wrestler draft, Ryan selects.
I select Kurt Angle from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
All right.
That's a strong first pick, sir.
It's true.
The only Olympic gold medalist in wrestling history, Kurt Angle, off the board. Give us your reasoning behind why Kurt Angle, you're my Olympic gold medalist, is your number one pick with a bullet.
When I was sitting down with my draft board and all my paperwork here, I was really thinking of creating like a 5-person faction.
Okay.
Was my ultimate goal with that. And I stuck very much to United States patriotism.
Right.
With my selections tonight. So
Okay.
very, very festive, very 4th of July. I also have a heel one, a more foreign fanatics if I needed to dip into that.
Right.
But with the first draft pick, I could not let Kurt Angle and not go that route. So Kurt Angle.
That's very fair. That's very fair. A very solid
Hey,
first
Cousin
pick.
Brian's on.
Only you.
Hi,
hey,
Brian.
Cousin Brian.
We saw Cousin Brian at PWE on Saturday.
I heard. Yeah, Cousin Brian was there having a good time.
Yeah, and feel free, those in the chat, give your thoughts on the draft as we're going live. Live draft analysis is always great. You guys are like the Mel Kiper Juniors and Todd McShays of this draft. You can tell us if Kurt Angle, the blue chipper, was worth that number one selection, or if you think there's a slide or a steal somewhere else. With that,
And now we have Tim.
With
Tim, you're
me.
on the clock.
so when I made the draft list, I don't know if you all read it.
I looked. I glanced.
Okay.
I did not look hard at the
So
list.
I told you all there was 105 names on the list.
You did say that.
But the list you have on it has 104. Because I took my number one pick off the sheet so none of you could see it.
You shifty bastard.
Dare you?
I am going with the American Badass, The Undertaker. Ain't nobody more patriotic than The Undertaker as the American Badass.
He was on my paperwork.
Bam!
He absolutely was. It's good to see that away. And I wasn't sure if you guys were going to allow that. And my argument would have been his Muhammad Hassan.
Or the national flag, the American flag that he...
Oh, sure.
that
That's
he
very
sported.
true, too.
Yeah, like, he was Americana. Like, the counterculture American. Just... Like, yes. I felt like Undertaker himself was going to put a stop to all terrorism by himself.
I think it came down to him and Tom Ridge
Yeah, real close.
for George W.
Real close.
Jeez.
I don't know what he said. Is that an old person joke?
He's at Tom Ridge, which was the former governor of the great state of Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
I wasn't here for that.
You were not here for
You were
that.
not here. He was the first director of Homeland
I was in
Security.
WCW.
You were in
WCW.
WCWville. I mean, for me, and even though we are around the 4th of July, the great Independence Day of the United States, it should be no shock here if we're talking patriotism. And one of my favorite times in the WWE,
I'm already gonna write it down.
Yeah, the
Yep, already
WWF's
done.
history was the the Canadian hero, if you want to give the United States of America an enema, you'd stick the hose in Pittsburgh, which obviously if you know my taste in hockey teams and my disdain for other hockey teams, you know why I love that line so much more. The Hitman Bret Hart is my number one.
It's not the fact that I'm anti-America. It's that I'm very pro-Canadian.
Like that was such like a cool time. Like if you really like think about it, like when else have you gotten like the face above the border,
right?
And you know what I mean, and like I mean vice versa. You had
it was
Austin.
A weird time.
You know, Austin was a face here, obviously like a heel if they went to Canada.
But then at the same time too, it's like I wouldn't necessarily say that because Austin was paired against Brett, that like Austin was overly patriotic either. It was just kind of like,
oh yeah, no,
yeah, like that was the beauty of it. It was like,
I mean, like you had the Bret Hart, like I'm proud to be your hero.
Right.
I'm always like pro Canadian. Like you had that promo. I think
we
when
take care of our
they were in
sick.
Edmonton because he had
They're old.
They had the Edmonton Oilers jersey on.
Are you doing a stroke voice on purpose, or is that just
Jesus?
No,
Ryan.
that's just Brett.
Oh, sorry.
Come on. Oh. So I mean, yeah.
Watch your mouth.
Bret Hart is my number one. So Mark, the pick is to you, and you get the double pick.
Oh, I get the double pick.
Because you end round one, and
Right,
we're doing 5 rounds.
Shawn
right?
Michaels is a homo.
This is a round.
Triple H is degenerate.
This is a round of.
What are you talking about?
This is a
What's it all
five.
about?
It's a 5-round draft, so you get to go back to back.
All right, let's do it.
1
right.
and 2.
Intern Mark's
right.
number one pick.
All right, ready for this? My
the
number
first
one
round.
pick, it comes all the way from Tehran, Iran. I'm going to go with the Iron Sheik.
Wow.
Sheiky baby.
That's-
I thought that the Sheik was gonna sneak around and get back into a later pick. I'm very pleased with that.
And let me tell you why. If you grew up a wrestling fan in the 80s, there wasn't a better heel than the Iron Sheik.
He's not wrong.
Maybe
so
Ric
true.
Flair, but I'll tell you what, the Sheik, it didn't matter if it was Sergeant Slaughter or Hulk Hogan
That Mr. Bob Backlund.
or Mr. Bob Backlund, the Sheik was breaking their necks and making them humble. But he was... you forget about that little gimmick where he was from Iraq.
Yeah.
That was just a bunch of carrying on.
Sure.
The Sheik was Iranian through and through. But he really was, I think, probably one of the best heels, at least in the top 3 ever in the business.
All right, that wraps up our first round. It goes Kurt Angle, the American Badass Undertaker, Bret the Hitman Hart, and the Iron Sheik. Mark, you're on the clock for the first pick in round 2.
Round 2. All right, you ready for this? This one you might...
Do we have any? Let's check the comments here.
let's check the comments.
Let's check the comments.
There wasn't really a whole lot of. See, there's only one Americana. I'm not sure what that was.
I know who he's talking about.
Okay.
I'll pick him maybe in another round.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll find out about that later. Scott says, Ryan, he tagged you in a video of a wrestler thrown into a pole. You'll have to check that out.
Oh,
a
yeah,
little
I
bit later.
saw that.
I
That was
haven't seen
nice.
I did not see that one. So again, like and share the live video. We love the interaction we're getting. We'll kind of check into the comments after each round. I think that'll be a good thing to do. So leave your thoughts. Maybe leave your pick. Obviously, we won't.
Yeah, don't
if
disclose.
if you double up, you double up. But just give maybe some of your picks on who you would draft in a patriotic superstar draft. So intern Mark,
All right, here we go. You ready for this? Now, you might not see this one coming. I'm going to go with William Regal.
Ooh.
The
Nice.
Englishman. Did you guys read Regal's book that was out?
Walk
Oh,
a
it's-
Golden Mile.
that was one of the best wrestling autobiographies I ever read.
I heard
opinion,
that.
It was one
And
of
this
the
is my
solid.
favorite William Regal theme, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
So good.
He is such a man.
So great.
And the Titantron screen, he's like shaving,
I'm like chopping wood.
squeezing lemons, chopping wood.
Didn't they troll him once on
Yes.
an episode of SmackDown? Where
Yes.
William Regal was supposed to wrestle a match, and this clearly wasn't his gimmick, and he came out with the big purple robe
Yes.
to this theme,
100%.
and it popped him the whole way down.
Yeah.
That's
Good.
That's
a
fantastic.
great
I got to make
choice.
sure I cross him off. What side of my list is he on?
It's
here?
on the backside.
The backside.
What is the backside? There's no
The-
numbers.
well, the one with the less.
The shorter.
The shorter.
The shorter of the
short
two.
list.
I just want to make sure I don't double up.
So, Mark, it looks like you're going with a foreign fanatics feel.
Got it.
To your selection.
That is correct.
All right, we got that one.
So far.
Man, I feel like that guy in the fantasy football draft already.
Oh no!
But I'm gonna bring some thunder here with mine, and I'm gonna go with the Bulgarian Brute. I mean, how can you go wrong? I mean, the guy's Bulgarian, the guy's married to a Russian. I mean, there's strength there.
Yeah, he's the
This
Lion
guy
of
rides
Bulgaria.
on a motherfucking tank.
That's a fact.
To WrestleMania.
Wow.
I mean, and it's fucking Rusev Day, y'all.
Shit, today was Rusev Day.
Yesterday was Independence Day, but today, it's fucking Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day, everyone.
So yeah, that Rusev off the board, gentlemen. Take that.
Wow.
Rusev.
Take
Off
that.
the board.
That's
Go
impressive for sure. Wow. Man.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Tim got rocked there.
No, I didn't, because
No?
you just let like there's like a lot of meat in this patriotic draft, and you
I know.
like reach for Rusev.
Oh, you can never reach for Rusev, especially on Rusev
I mean,
Day.
it's not like he picked like Corporal Kirchner or something crazy like that. I mean, it is Rusev.
Canadian earthquake.
Right, but
Canadian earthquake.
I don't know how you could.
Machka.
Yes,
That's why.
brother.
Machka.
Botchka.
My next pick. It's the immortal Hulk Hogan. He's a real American. He's American made.
He is American made.
Can I get the WCW theme instead?
You threw a curveball on me.
Man.
I want the
Real American. Real American was the better of the themes.
It was.
Rick Derringer definitely
But
was.
you know, American made was no slouch.
No.
Coming in strong with the guitar.
It's happening here, folks. We got a lip sync battle with Mark.
I'm not going to rip my shirt off. I'm sorry.
Oh. It still got that classic riff to it.
Yeah.
Jazzed up.
It is pretty good. It makes you think of Hogan.
He has the red, white, and blue running through his veins. Because he was born and raised
For your drive home.
the American way.
Made.
in the US of A. Holy balls. I don't even know the lyrics.
W3CT on your drive home.
Yes.
I mean, it's a strong theme.
It's
it is
so
definitely
strong.
A strong theme.
For a strong American hero who is telling people to train, say their prayers, take their vitamins, and the fourth commandment, believe in yourself. Everybody
Brother.
forgets the fourth one.
It's true. That is true. Everybody does forget the last two.
Train, say your prayers, take your vitamins, and believe in yourself, brother.
You ain't kidding.
Dude.
The Hulkster, number 2.
All right.
That's a solid choice.
Yes,
This is
sir.
Most
That,
definitely a solid choice.
That was tough to swipe off my list. It's a good thing my number 2 is not Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Correct.
It is Mr. America.
We're going to fight.
It is clearly Mr. America. The mask never came off fully in the ring. It came to about here, and like any good wrestler, your identity will remain anonymous under the hood.
I didn't know who he was.
I didn't know who he was either. I don't think to this day people know. I think it's rumored that he was Hulk Hogan.
I don't know that I ever saw him in the same place at the same time.
Exactly. You can find me
But-
You wouldn't
proof.
see two people because they're the same person. Don't tell me you're buying into this Superman Clark Kent mumbo jumbo that he put some glasses on and apparently you can't tell Superman's Clark Kent.
Let's let me do something here real quick.
We're gonna do it.
I'm gonna search Mr. America WWE.
I see.
And now let's look here. Let me try and find. Mr. America's last WWE appearance was on June 26th episode of SmackDown when Big Show and the world's greatest tag team, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin, defeated Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, and Mr. America in a six-man tag match. After the show went off the air, Mr. America unmasked to show the fans that he was indeed Hogan, putting his finger to his lips, telling the fan to keep quiet about his secret.
Well, Jim, what the fuck are you doing? We're live on the air and you're telling people this.
It's over.
This was after the show. This is pre-show, post-show stuff we're talking about here.
Secret identity.
On the July 3rd episode of SmackDown, McMahon showed the footage of Mr. America unmasking as Hogan and fired him. Of course,
Fired
Hogan
who?
had already quit in real life.
Oh.
So therefore, in my opinion, as the host of this show, I personally would disqualify Mr. America as a pick because Tim has already selected Hulk Hogan.
The brother.
Dusty Rhodes.
Oh.
Mr. Americana.
The dream.
The American Dream.
The original dream.
There it is.
There it is.
Before the dream was Velveteen.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
The dream lived in a common man.
He was a plumber's son that came up from the ditches.
From the ditch.
Coming up 8 years old looking so sweet.
There it was. Where's Dusty Rhodes in this list?
He on there.
Right above Kurt Angle. First side.
Aha, there he is.
He on there.
Where's Kurt Angle in here?
Second.
Such a great theme, by the way.
This theme is great.
This has been on like my iPad, iPod, iPhone for a very long time. If I'm feeling down, I got a little Dusty in me.
Dusty will pick you up. Makes me miss Sapphire. Remember Sapphire? She
loved
to
Sweet
get down.
Sapphire,
Sweet
baby.
Sapphire. She came out there with the polka dots looking
Man,
so good.
SummerSlam 90 when she
man.
sold
Looking
out.
as good as
I
she can
was-
look.
Everybody
I
had
was
a price.
heartbroken.
Man,
That $1 million man bought Sapphire.
yeah.
That pretty mink.
So that was all right. That was the end of round 2.
Recapping, Ryan goes the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
American Dream.
Tim goes the Immortal Hulk Hogan. Big Jim goes
Slash Mr. America.
slash Mr. I'm taking the Hulk Hogan version, not the Mr. America version. Jim takes Rusev,
Machka.
and Mark went William Regal.
He's a man.
Cousin Brian liked that, but that is a pick right there. Dusty Rhodes, he says. So Cousin Brian,
that is a pick.
a fan of the
Blue-eyed
Dusty
soul.
Rhodes pick. Again, if you're following along live with us, make sure you like and share. We appreciate that. Maybe leave your 5, your top 5 patriotic superstars. Let us know your 5, and we'll get to those as well as we recap some of the comments here. So now we are starting round 3 of 5, and it starts back with Ryan.
We got something to say, gentlemen?
I was. I think my cousin Brian had the an Ultimate Warrior Suck Cup that he bought because Dusty Rhodes is promoting it. You ought to look that up on YouTube.
Ultimate Warrior Suck Cup?
You should look that up on YouTube because it's great.
Ultimate Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior Suck Cup. And Sapphire's in the
never
video
heard
too.
that.
I'm going to get a little emotional, but
It's going to be tough.
It was great.
Emotional.
I get a little emotional here.
All right,
With the
I just
American
searched
Dream.
Ultimate Warrior Suck Cup.
I hope Dusty.
Here we
Rhodes
go.
comes
All right,
up.
this is a.
If you haven't seen this, you're in for a treat.
From the pages of the World Wrestling Federation official merchandise catalog, here's Dusty Rhodes.
Whoa, this is Dusty Rhodes, and you know I got my hands full in the World Wrestling Federation. And full of what? Come in here, Dollar. We gonna show them some stuff. I got the official WWF merchandising catalog stuff right here. You can order it out of that catalog. I'm gonna tell you in a minute how to get it. Look at here. We got a WWF hat right here. Look how
Classic.
fine that looks on Dusty Rhodes magazine. What else we got? Woo, Sapphire, come on in here, baby. We got an Ultimate Warrior Suck Cup. And you can take this cup, put milk in it, juicy, whatever you want to do. Whatever. Oh, look at here. Woo, Sapphire, come on in here, baby. We got an Ultimate Warrior Suck Cup. And you can take this cup, put
That's
milk
a
in it,
clip
juicy,
if
whatever
I've
you want to
ever
do.
heard one.
Oh, look at here.
We're gonna have to- we'll share this up on the three-count page.
Can be a champion, just like all the great stars.
Do you guys have those foam belts?
I do. I still have them.
I
do. I'll bring one next
Hold
time.
that up there. Dusty Rhodes official T-shirt. Throw that up there in the camera. Oh, is that pretty? And let me tell you, merchandise catalog.
go back to the
genuine
Ultimate Warrior
right here.
Suck
Look
Cup
how
one more
fine
time.
with milk in it, juicy.
Oh, no, I went past it.
Oh, we got an Ultimate Warrior Suck Cup.
Oh, that's gold.
Ultimate Warrior Suck
That is
Cup.
pure gold right there. The Ultimate Warrior
Nailed
Suck
it.
Cup.
Silk Cup. Do you remember when he was doing the?
I'm so happy we saw that.
The
Thank
little
you,
promo
Mark.
when
Thank
he
you,
was,
cousin Brian and Mark.
Yeah, cousin Brian. Thank you.
Man, we love the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, when he was full of polka dots. Do you remember when he was doing like the common man jobs? Do you remember those?
Oh, so good.
How about the pizza one? When he was the pizza man, that was my personal favorite.
That was good. Oh,
When he
man.
was the butcher.
He was the
Classic.
butcher.
You
Classic.
can't beat our prices, but you sure can beat our meat.
Remember when he was the gas station attendant? He was putting $5 of gas in that woman's car for
He's the
about
man.
10 minutes. He's like, $5 in gas.
Trust
Just
the
hit
man.
it. Just hit it.
Now you couldn't even get the damn pump to the car
you
for $5.
can't.
Are you
You got to
kidding
pay
me?
$5 to get in.
Jesus.
Dusty's shirt, it was a white T-shirt with the sleeves cut off.
You can
And
trust
he-
your car with the man that wears the star.
That's what he said. He had, and on the front of the shirt, he wrote with a black Sharpie gas. It's just a white T-shirt. with
It's like the
sleeves
B
cut off.
team. You thought the B
It's like
team shirt was
gas.
bad.
Gas.
Terrible.
My
right,
muffler
anyway.
fell out, baby.
All right, we got sidetracked.
Oh
here.
God,
All right.
Ryan,
Dusty
you
Rhodes.
got enough,
I'm
you got
ready.
enough focus.
Round 3
I am
of
ready.
5.
Round 3 of 5. This next star that I drafted for my team not only had multiple WWE figures, this guy had a motherfucking G.I. Joe made out of him.
Nice.
It is the one and only Sergeant Slaughter. Maybe my favorite character on Camp WWE.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, bad intro.
Hold on. It started with our... Come on. We got it. We know.
There it is. Yeah.
Now, are you taking the American Sergeant Slaughter or the Iraqi
Or the
sympathizer?
goddamn turncoat Sergeant Slaughter. No, I'm taking the American fatigues Sergeant Slaughter. Absolutely, yeah. No questions asked.
Wasn't there one where it was just like the...
Didn't he used to come out to the Marine?
like a snare drum?
Yeah, that was terrible.
that was his heel theme.
Yeah, it was. I remember I was at a show in Hershey, sitting by the speaker the whole night. That's when he brought out his General Adnan,
Nice.
and it was just that freaking drum
There it
all
is.
night. It was terrible.
That's
That's it.
That was it. And I'm
So
sitting-
bad.
I'm in the
General
cheap seats.
Adnan.
It was horrendous. It was horrendous.
Man.
Between that and the Bushwhacker music, I was about
Colonel
ready to slip my wrist
Mustafa.
up there in peanut heaven.
Man, Mark, were you there that night that they did tapings forever?
Yep.
Like the show, the show starts at like 7:00,
Yes.
and it wasn't over till
It went-
had to been 1:30 in the morning.
Was that the one where they had Kamala and the Ultimate Warrior in the main event?
Yeah, I think so. And Big Boss Man wrestled Nails 4 times.
Yes, he did. I remember
Well,
that
because
that's like cruel and unusual
because
punishment in some countries.
now you just change the screen or what have you, but like you had the cloth drop for Superstars, then
Yep.
you do the cloth drop for All American Wrestling, then there was like 4 different
Yep.
shows. Yeah, Big Boss Man wrestled Nails 4 separate times.
And Razor Ramon was on there probably half a dozen times.
Oh, it
wrestling
was
jobbers
crazy.
and-
It was crazy. I'm so happy that there was somebody else there that night
Yeah.
because people to this day have not believed me that.
Oh, it's true.
Growing up, that Boss Man Nails feud was very real. I thought that was well done.
Oh, yeah.
Like I thought he was legit a fucking convict.
Yeah.
and he's
Horrifying.
He's like literally choking out Boss Man with his billy club.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
He beat him.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's a blast from the past. Who's up next?
Anybody taking Nails in the draft?
Nails,
No.
Nails
No,
is still
okay.
up for grab.
It's still up there, huh?
I think Nails is free.
Yeah.
Yes. I gotta go to my book.
We're bouncing to
Whoa,
Tim.
Tim has
Oh,
a
he's got
book.
a book.
Don't
Holy
you think
shit.
if Bill Brown were here, he'd take nails?
Nails would take him.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
You guys are a mess.
We're just a.
All right, I'm going a little off my board.
It's a
You're
damn
talking
shit
to the
show.
microphone.
I'm going a
That's
little
fine.
off my board. I'm
Okay.
going a little off my board here.
Okay.
Alec Baldwin.
No,
No,
That's not the pick? Okay.
Alec Baldwin today.
China.
So I am actually going to jump ahead. I had a person who was a little higher. I think he may slip to me at 4, but I'm going to take a higher value pick. I'm playing to the audience that I have with me. I am going with the Hacksaw, Jim Duggan.
Wow. And I got criticized for reaching for Rusev.
Tough guy.
What's not patriotic about this guy?
I'm not saying he's not patriotic.
Jim
but
Duggan's a reach.
I mean, if Rusev is a reach, I'm just saying.
I think back in the day, Rusev would tear apart Jim Duggan.
I don't know, man. Rusev.
I don't know, man. I feel like Duggan could just get down in his stance,
That 3-point
and
stance.
shoulder tackle the shit out of Rusev.
Hit him with that good Old Glory knee. Throw the 2x4 in the air, catch it.
I mean, he'll hit him.
He's so patriotic that he wore the stars and stripes on his face when he teamed with Demolition.
I remember that. That was exciting.
They
Yeah.
made an action figure about that.
Yeah, actually, I have that.
Yeah, they made a.
I have that one. That was one of the first figures I
He's
bought.
so patriotic that he broke the Americans' hearts when he became a Canadian.
That was a dark time.
That was a dark time.
Very dark.
Moment of silence for that time.
Yeah.
That was over in that WCW.
WCW.
Didn't he have a great line about like knocking one guy's eyes cross or some shit?
Yeah, and then he crossed his eyes because
You have
More
two cross eye or something like that. Is that
Bobby
was that
Heenan used to
Duggan?
make
Yeah.
fun of him for that all the time.
His one,
He
yeah,
always ribbed him with his eyes.
with his one looking.
He was going to hit him with the 2x4, knock both his eyes.
Who was he
called him,
talking about?
cockeyed.
It was the Orient Express, and Mr. Fuji said, "Hacksaw, you have two cross eye or one cross eye. When we're done, you'll have two."
Okay, right. It was
cross-eye."
said about him. Okay,
Yeah, it was
fair,
that Volkov
right.
and
cross-eye.
yeah, it was Volkov and
was
Duggan the tag match at SummerSlam '90. If I had to pick one off the top of my head, it's probably my favorite.
SummerSlam
SummerSlam for sure. Maybe pay-per-view just
from
'cause
Philly, right?
from
Yeah.
the Spectrum. Yeah.
Spectrum. Yeah, it's great. Oh,
So
what a great
in light
pay-per-view.
of
Steve Corino was second row at that show.
no shit.
Two cross-eye.
Oh! I thought he was going to slip. Damn!
Let's ruminate on this for a
Oh,
minute.
God.
In light of yesterday, and there it was. There's the video. Everybody remembers it. When Lex Luger, the American hero, body slams Yokozuna on the deck of the USS Intrepid.
The slam heard around the world.
Lex Luger,
Damn.
not the narcissist Lex Luger. I'm talking Lex.
Narcissus.
I'm talking Lex Express. Lex Luger, all the way to SummerSlam. Look at it. USA pants, sleeping on a USA pillow with a USA pillow in his arms.
Could not get more patriotic
It
than
doesn't
more American.
get more American than Lex Luger in the summer of '93.
Yeah.
July 4th, 93,
Yeah.
body slams Yokozuna on the deck of the Intrepid. Look at that U.S. polo shirt he's
Did
got
anybody
on.
see the Lex Express, like the actual?
I
did not.
never got to see
Okay.
it.
But yeah, that is
What a great fucking entrance theme.
What a great time to be. Well,
And
that wasn't his. Was that his theme?
That wasn't his theme. I think his
Was that just a
theme.
video?
Yeah, that was the music video.
That was the music video. I think his theme wasn't it just like Stars and Stripes Forever.
okay, okay, maybe
he
it
came
was.
out to that, and then
was.
he had the. They had this
Oh,
thing too.
that was like the narcissist. Yeah. Oh no, that's This was. Yeah, I don't remember.
It might have. Okay, I thought that was. I thought he used that. Shit.
I think he had just used like Stars and Stripes Forever though.
He did use Stars and Stripes Forever. Then they switched it to that,
Right.
and then they
'Cause
remixed.
I think it was that at WrestleMania 10.
yes,
But
and then they
I
ended
think it
up,
was Stars and Stripes Forever at
like
Summer
SummerSlam.
at the SummerSlam.
Yep. Yes.
Okay, right.
That was so great because like he had been off. He hadn't wrestled that whole summer. I think once they got the match, and it was just Lex Express going around the country.
Yep.
And then he comes in with the because it
The
was
narcissist gear, but in red,
but
white,
in red, white, and blue. Oh, it was so good.
and no tassels.
No
tassels.
tassels. You can't have tassels when you're an American hero.
Tassels.
Tassels is like fabric fireworks.
Well, that's kind of true. But Tassels is also the name of a stripper at Club Good Times in Columbia. At least I assume.
you
I've
don't
never
know.
been there.
Never been.
I've never been.
Buddy of mine.
I've heard it's quite the place.
She's going to be there this Friday night. Tassels.
Tassels.
Slim Kim told us.
That's if she can find
That,
a babysitter.
Oh,
God, Lex Luger.
Yeah.
Made in the USA.
Yeah.
The ace is the
the look on
place
your
for
face
him.
when you heard that music fade in
Yeah.
made it all worth
It
it
was
as
so
well.
good, man. That's a solid pick. Way better than Rusev.
So you would have.
it was better because it was 3.
Yeah.
You would have taken Lex over Jim Duggan if you thought
No.
Okay.
Because to me, I'm taking Duggan for strictly longevity of patriotism.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Yeah, Luger. That was a short lived, but man, that summer of Luger.
Yeah,
It was a
great.
hot summer.
That summer
That's a
of
hot
Luger.
year.
I mean, man, if they would have turned the key and given him the
It was
belt,
literally like pretty much like SummerSlam till
WrestleMania 10 is where the dream died.
11. But then WrestleMania, he was USA until through 11.
But really though, you had the Brett and Luger double Royal Rumble that was right before WrestleMania 10, and when he lost to Yokozuna again, that's pretty much where the dream died.
Yeah, pretty
for
much.
WWF and Lex Luger, it really was.
Yeah.
But man, that summer of Lex, that got us through. That was
sure did.
That was pure Americana, baby.
God, I was 8. Yeah.
Exactly.
Taco Bell.
All right, we go to intern Mark now.
Intern Mark with the
Round
double
out
up.
round 3.
Hello. All right. I don't think he's on the list. I don't think he made the list, but I've got someone.
Ooh.
Mark digging deep.
He might be on here. I don't see him now. I'm going to go with the 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Unbelievable Giant.
Did he even have a theme?
He was
No, he did
didn't.
not.
I was going to
But
say, I don't
he's,
think he had a theme.
He's the Frenchman.
Aren't you playing it now?
Yeah, there it is. Right there it is.
Yeah, you're playing Andre's theme right now. Turn it up so everybody can hear it.
There we go.
Turn it up.
But yeah, Andre the Frenchman. Did you guys ever see Andre wrestle live?
No, I was unfortunate.
Mine's
to
bad
not.
for the whole world. I don't. My lease is going to be up, and I think that it's.
Are you talking about hybrid cars?
Yes. Yes.
I thought you were talking about hybrid animals.
Have you ever heard this?
Hybrid animals.
Yeah.
What's a hybrid animal?
Took Andre the Giant a barrel of beer to get drunk, sometimes two.
Hello, pretty lady. Anybody want a peanut?
From I Love You Man. That was
a solid movie.
Yeah, actually, it was a solid movie. All right. So yeah, sorry. There's no music, but
What's there?
Let's defend that pick though.
Well, I'm going to defend it.
Yeah, because not necessarily, not who I would think of as a stereotypical patriot. Because like the only time I ever really thought like I don't necessarily remember a time where he repped France like super hard.
Well,
so let's hear it, Mark.
Yeah, you got a good point. Did you ever hear Andre talk? It was the French accent.
Okay, can you look up something for me? I'd be remiss. Look up Andre the Giant, no baby oil.
Okay.
Oh, he hated the Macho Man because of that.
I mean, here's the deal. I think you can make an argument for that because he was the protagonist of Hulk Hogan that much that I feel like
the antagonist. Yeah,
I'm sorry, the antagonist to the American Hulk Hogan. That I think that's a solid argument. I think.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
for him.
So what exactly am I looking for here, Tim?
So there's a clip. It's like a minute or so clip of the HBO documentary.
Here we go. We'll find that if you haven't watched this.
Coliseum is gonna witness, yeah.
So whenever I'd see Randy was wrestling Andre, I used to laugh.
Andre doing whatever he wants right now. Sitting on it. Oh, sitting right on his head.
But Randy was always worried on how Andre was going to beat him. And Randy would wait till the very last minute, and he'd be all taped up, and he'd have baby all over him. And Randy would come in, oh, excuse me, Andre, hey, brother, what do you think we're going to do out there in the ring tonight? And Andre would look up at him, playing cards, and go, no baby oil, get out! Get out, no baby oil.
And that's all I wanted.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh, baby oil, get out!
Can you imagine if Andre the Giant hated you?
Oh, God.
In the ring, that would be awful.
Scary.
If he was angry at you, he'd tear you apart.
Scary stuff. Let's check in on the comments here quick. We do
Brian is taking the Brooklyn Brawler. Brooklyn Brawler.
It's very centralistically patriotic.
But
and he also has to run. He has got a roast in the double oven that he needs to check. So he's out. Brian's out. He's going to check the rest of the show on the podcast. That's
Devin says he would take American Dream Dusty Rhodes, American Badass Undertaker, the American Dragon Daniel Bryan, Kurt Angle, and John Cena. That's a strong 5.
That is.
Charlie said he would take American Dream Dusty Rhodes, the Patriot, American Badass, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and Kurt Angle. So interesting takes here. I'm enjoying the
very interesting takes.
I'm enjoying the comments. All right, we got round 4 coming back. Intern Mark
whipping around. Just so you know, Mark, no Americans on your board yet.
You're correct. Please don't judge me.
Remember, patriotic, not Americana.
Not Americana. So this person, he's not Americana either. I'm going to go with the hot rod, the rowdy one,
Rodney
Piper.
the Piper.
Everybody's got to pay the piper eventually. The hot rod. I'm going with the Roddy Piper, the Scott,
the hot
if you
Scott,
will. The hot
Scott.
I am almost surprised that he lasted till the 4th round. I really, really am.
I thought the Scott was going to go.
I really did.
He was a low-key patriot for Scotland.
Right.
Scotland the Brave every time he came out.
Scotland the Brave. Remember the time that he didn't have Scotland the Brave in WWE? Like his second run? They like changed this theme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I hated it.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was real bad. Don't ever play it.
No, I wasn't going to.
Don't ever play it.
Don't ever play it.
Yeah, I wasn't. I mean, I wasn't gonna.
I wasn't
gonna.
But yeah, he low-key patriot for Scotland. Like, he never got rid of the kilt.
Never got rid of the kilt.
Always had the bagpipes.
Always had the bagpipes.
Bagpipes.
Up until the very end, had the bagpipes, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he had bagpipers at Lancaster. He had bagpipers at MCW, the very last Piper's Pit. And yeah, I mean, it was always the Piper. So to me now, correct?
Goes to
Big Jim.
I mean, if you're going to talk patriotism, you're going to talk about.
Nice.
I mean, come on. I mean, let's be honest here. This absolutely one of my favorite themes. Just so good. I mean, he's a freaking Mountie, for God's sakes. He had the cattle prod, scared the bejesus out of me.
The shock stick.
Yeah, that seemed very real to me, too.
I'm like, he's shocking those people.
Right.
Also kind of ironic that Roddy Piper gets taken and then the Mountie.
Yeah.
From Roddy Piper's Shock Proof.
Yeah. I mean,
that was good stuff. The Mountie was
I'm happy
what a great character.
I'm happy the Mountie hung on. And then I got him. I'm happy with this pick.
That's a deep pull for the 4th round. I love
it. I love it.
I love it. I love it. I want some
Big Jim
more.
always goes deep.
Getting deep.
Deep. This Big Jim always goes deep. Where's my mouse?
He's looking for
There he goes.
There it is.
All right. 4th round pick to Tim.
Okay. For the first time, I'm going outside of the great continental United States.
Heyo.
I'm going north.
Going north.
He's a man that renamed not only one, not two, but 3 different WCW championships to parts of Canada. I am taking Lance Storm, the leader of WCW Team Canada.
Wow.
The Canadian heavyweight champion. I believe it was the Saskatchewan Hardcore Championship. He also had the. That is not it.
That is not. That'll land. What is this nonsense, YouTube?
That is not it.
Let's go here. This is a WCW theme.
That is it.
There we are.
That is Lance Storm, WCW, baby. There was a point in time in which Lance Storm was primed and ready to, like, he was Billy Kidman level of, like, right there where if WCW was around for much longer, he would have easily been world champion.
Yeah, for sure.
At that point. Because no one was hotter at that point. Like,
he made my foreign fanatics list as well.
Yeah, like Lance, and even then, like, even his WWE days, like, he was a part of the Un-Americans, correct?
Yes, I believe. So, fun Lance Storm story. So we used
And
to.
the T stands for thunder.
It does. So we would always have watch parties for pay-per-views, and there was the I forget which WrestleMania it was. It was the one like right after WCW got bought. So some of the WCW crew was like in a suite.
That's 17.
17. So, obviously adolescent males as we were, Stacy Keibler was in the box.
Oh, sweet.
So like all of us were like, "Oh my God, this is Stacy Keibler." I think it was Miss Hancock.
Yeah,
I think it was
Miss
you knew her at that
Hancock.
point.
Miss
And our
Hancock,
friend
yes, sir.
our friend Brian, it gets quiet and he just goes, "Oh my God, there's Lance Storm." And it was like, what?
Why are you ruining my good time, Brian?
It was like, what just...
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
That Gatorade all over the wall.
We might have had to repaint again.
Oh man, I was like, what? How does this happen?
How does that happen?
But yeah, that's
Stacy Keibler's in the shot, and you're like, Lance Storm, Sean Stasiak is right there.
It was unreal. It was unreal. All right, let's go to Ryan to round out round 4.
I'm getting sad that we're nearing the end here.
We are nearing the end.
We're nearing the end. I am going to go with one of the most original Americans. I would say a Native American. I'm going to go with Tatanka.
Nice.
To round out round 4. One of my all-time favorite gimmicks growing up. I absolutely loved it. I would love to see him on the indies. He's still wrestling today. I'd love to. It's like a pipe dream to just get him on the show.
Tate, ACW.
Make it happen. Anybody. Lee, if you're watching, let's have this happen. Tatanka grew up. I can't. I feel like I'm like fanboying about Tatanka here, but fucking just God. When he sold out, it broke my heart, man. He took the red thing out of it. Oh, my God.
Yes.
It broke my heart. It broke my heart. He took the money.
It did.
That son of a bitch.
Were you crying like that Indian that had to pick up all the trash after that?
The Trail of Tears or whatnot?
Yeah,
That's a different thing.
Or the one tier.
The one tier, that thing.
The one tier.
Yeah.
The one tier. Any comments on the live video here? Lou says, great pick. I believe that is to your Tatanka. I'm not sure. Lou also says, nothing says America like the Sandman.
That's true.
Sure.
That's Sandman's still out there.
Yeah.
That's true.
It is true.
I think he's safe if you want him for your pick.
He's probably he might be one of those free picks.
Might be an honorable mention.
Might be one of those free picks.
The supplemental draft.
Yeah. Maybe we'll throw that up on the website. If
I can at least make one more probably after
probably.
round 5. Yeah.
But let's start off round 5. Ryan.
So I said in the beginning I wanted this to be like American Patriotic, and I wanted it to be more like a stable or a faction. So to do that, I feel like I would have to have a female superstar in my pick.
Okay.
And I struggled with a good American female pick until I went back and I watched some goddamn monster truck action.
That's right.
And I had to go with Medusa.
Deucey.
From WCW. Just the hotness of Medusa rocking the red, white, and blue in WCW. God damn, it could not get any hotter than that.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Who was involved in a storyline angle with 3-count member Evan Courageous.
Correct, yeah. Old Evan Courageous. And she didn't make the list, so I was proud that I found one off the list.
Ryan found one off
See, there's
the
a
list.
couple of gems. I didn't want to give everything.
I mean, somehow Prince Iakea made the list, but Medusa did not.
Hey,
so.
look, man, I got to throw some red herrings out there.
That's fair. So
fair.
Medusa rounds out my...
So Medusa is the first pick in round 5. How about that? Did not see Deuce coming. Did not see Deuce coming.
Sometimes I don't see him coming either.
That's happened to you quite a few times.
Couple times. And the ball bounces to Tim.
Yes, to me.
He's
okay. Oh man, please hold.
Closing up shop here.
I wasn't expecting because I'm thinking of going with my gut, but I also want to pick a solid draft.
That's solid. Okay, that makes sense. I
'cause
think that's the name of the
another
game.
name. Yeah, hold on. Oh gosh. Oh man, he's on the board.
Yeah, Ivan Putski's still there.
He's
yeah,
also on the board.
That's what you think.
He's also on the board. God.
There's a lot of really good names on the board.
There's a lot of great. I'm gonna leave my heart at the door.
Whoa! Always parking at the door, folks.
And I'm gonna go with. I'm surprised he's here. He's on the board. He was mentioned in a listing from one of our listeners.
Okay.
The man who officially announced the capture and compromising end of Osama bin Laden.
What?
John Cena.
Jesus, how about it?
I didn't even see him on the list.
He's on the list.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
You can't see it. Never
I didn't.
mind.
Yeah,
Oh God!
right.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
John
Cena, John Felix Anthony Cena, is my fifth man.
Man, that's. My wife hates when if she's generally when Raw or SmackDown is coming on, she finds her way to bed.
Just miraculously?
Yeah, she.
It's like reverse Pavlov's dog.
Yeah. Now the biggest wrestling fan is Mrs. Big Jim, but every so often she'll linger, and for 87 million weeks, John Cena would seemingly open Monday Night Raw.
Right.
And then she would go, I couldn't sleep. And I go, why? She goes, because I was singing that damn song all night. Yeah, it does. It does kind of get. It does kind of get stuck in your old.
And to think he actually rapped over that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you have the John Cena "My Time Is Now" album.
I did not buy it.
Bought it. Still have it to this day.
Raise your hand if you have an autographed Polaroid with John Cena and a crazy ex-girlfriend.
Ooh. Wow.
You mean Nikki Bella or
No. My crazy ex-girlfriend.
Is that a TV show?
If you're watching, yes, My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is a TV show. I'm not going to say her name.
Yeah, no.
Because we're still kind of friends on Facebook.
We don't need names here.
Your ex-girlfriend was Nikki Bella.
Yes.
Nice.
If
Raise your hand if you own the album that has this gem on it.
I'm tell you a little story. You ain't gonna believe it, but he's gonna tell you anyway.
Guilty as shit, yeah.
It's tough to be The Rock.
Raise your hand if you
No,
still
shut your
own
mouth.
it.
No. It really is.
Now keep your hand up
Even
if
though
you've
The Rock
played
is-
it within the
The Rock
last
is
3
the
months.
most electrifying man in all of showbiz.
Last 2 months.
Counting now?
You see, when The Rock gets too much,
too much
of the
from
fame
the album.
and all the
No.
bright lights.
Yes, I have listened to
Is
it.
this guilty pleasure, Tim?
There's nothing guilty about it.
You're admitted.
I love pie.
Unapologetic.
Welcome to
He says,
Driving
I
down south, don't
love
quickly
pie.
around.
Aren't you the famous Rock?
People's champ in
What's
the
your
house.
favorite
What's
kind
up
of pie?
next,
Hey,
lady?
how you doing, guy?
I'm a pumpkin pie guy.
Ooh, I love
Fresh,
pumpkin
hot
pie.
out the oven. I'm one of those weirdos, or not weird, but there's two different trains of thought for pumpkin pie. There is the ice cream, and there's the Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
And I am Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
What about just whipped cream?
No.
Cool
it's
Whip.
Cool Whip.
Actually, to be straight up, I would prefer my pumpkin pie just straight up.
You're an animal.
I'm just saying, bro.
You're an animal.
I'm just
I
saying.
am definitely team Cool Whip. And I'm talking probably more Cool Whip than pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't even think you. I didn't
I
think you
don't
liked
care for pumpkin
You
pie.
don't care for pumpkin
I got
pie.
violently sick on pumpkin, and it might have just been like I had a cold.
Or you might have just ate way too much pumpkin pie.
Maybe
Or you
something
maybe
along
ate
those
too
lines.
much Thanksgiving and then put pumpkin pie
Oh
on
man,
top of it.
I ate half a turkey. Where's the pumpkin?
I have since become stomachly friendly to pumpkin pie again.
Okay,
Stomachly
well, that's
friendly.
good.
That's a T-shirt coming up on the collar and elbow brand.
Absolutely.
Stomachly friendly to
Let's
pumpkin.
make that happen.
I'm willing
please.
to bet I still have that damn CD in my car.
Ooh.
That's and I'm going
Mine's
to check
not
as
in
soon
my
as
car.
we
Mine
go. But
is not in my
can't.
car.
I'm almost sure it's in my car.
Man, I'm wavering between
Oh, he's floundering.
Waffling.
two here.
We got a waffler.
He's a waffle. Awful
This is tough.
Waffle.
This is tough.
Awful waffle.
There's like the American in
it's
me,
a
and
great
then there's
show.
man.
By the way, love salute your shorts. Jim's entering the pick. officially to Roger Goodell. He's queuing up the music.
With the 5th pick. Nice.
That's solid, dude. I can't believe he's still here.
I mean, he was multi-time tag team champion. He was European champion. He won the Intercontinental title.
He was tag team partners with another person on your list.
I mean, that helps.
The Allied Powers.
You know.
Now, which version of the Bulldog do you like best? Because there's multiple versions.
Probably when he...
Nobody answers this. The hardcore with jeans version, by the way.
Yeah,
If you pick that one, you're wrong.
Nobody answers that question.
You should stop listening right now and uninstall Facebook.
It's probably around like SummerSlam '92, like Intercontinental title. I mean, that match, freaking incredible. Brings down the house at Wembley.
The braids.
The braids were
Braids
great.
Bulldog.
Braids Bulldog. I mean, the
He
guy
likes strudel.
I mean, WrestleMania 7. I mean, he running power slam freaking Warlord.
Yep.
Like
Warlord's a
if
big
you,
dude.
If you can running
Still to this
power
day.
slam
Yeah, he
Warlord,
is.
yeah, put his fucking hands around my whole neck.
Whole neck.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
mean,
we're gonna
I got a big neck, boys.
The whole pack of hot dogs right now.
And one of my favorite matches I ever saw live was Bulldog versus Bret Hart at December '95 in your house.
Nice.
That was
I mean,
a bloody
that is
one.
Possibly the best,
lot of blood.
the best match of 1995.
Yeah, real good. If you haven't checked that one out, it's only a 2-hour show. You had a casket match, you had a hog pen match, and you had Bulldog and Bret kicking the shit out of each other. And you also have Jeff Jarrett blasting Ahmed Johnson with a gold record. Oh my God. So I mean, that show they jam packed a whole shitload of stuff into 2 hours.
Were you there for the show?
I was there.
I was there too. That was a good time.
Freaking Triple H got thrown into the gate of the hog pen and just
cut him wide
busted
open.
wide open. Then he got flipped back first
Right
into
in
pig
there.
shit.
How he didn't get like MRSA? Or
Oh
anything?
man, so gross. Which is also that night was the night that Owen put the pigs in Vince McMahon's office. And guess what pigs do? They shit a lot
Everywhere.
Yeah,
That's what pigs do.
so
God damn
That's
it.
what pigs do.
all right. To round out the draft, intern Mark.
With Mr. Irrelevant here.
Mr. Irrelevant, number 25.
I'm excited to hear this.
All right, number
I'm
25.
excited.
There's one name.
All right, I'm going to keep with my non-American theme.
Here we
I'm
go.
sorry if that upsets anyone. Honestly,
Oh,
I am.
man.
I'm looking at you. I'm sorry if you're upset out there in Facebook
The
land.
day after Independence Day, and you're going
I'm going
American
probably
free.
He's going
as
full
anti-American as you're going to get, but patriotic nevertheless. I'm going to go with Muhammad Hassan.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Technically, he wasn't anti-America. He was a proud American.
Well,
That's true.
that's
You got a
true.
good point there. Now I might
he
rethink
was
this.
he was a Muslim American.
Yeah,
And people hated him because he was Muslim.
That
and
is true.
not because he was American.
That's true. They did not portray him as being anti-American. He did promos where he
Like, I love America. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Like,
But
he
that,
loves
Man,
America.
that is a
And-
sneaky pick, Mark.
I snuck right in there.
Very
I'll tell
nice.
you what, Muhammad Hassan was so over. His character, they took him off TV.
Oh yeah,
It was that over that
So
it
was
was.
not long after 9/11, right?
So he
was.
It was the London bombing.
Yeah, the London bombing.
Oh, the London bombing. Okay,
because,
that's right.
Because that night on SmackDown, so they aired an episode. They aired on SmackDown the Undertaker getting beaten up by masked terrorists
It
on
was-
the same night.
Gotcha.
That so they taped it on Tuesday. The bombings happened on
Thursday.
that Thursday.
And they had to air
And
what
they
they
aired
taped.
what they had, and then the Undertaker proceeded to last ride Muhammad Hassan through the stage, killing him.
But then they carried Hassan out like a martyr.
Yeah, like they did the deal like they
That
did
was
at
some
Royal
edgy
Rumble
shit.
at
It
Royal Rumble
really
05. If you remember, in Royal Rumble 05, he was crucifixed out of the ring.
Yep, they took.
Man,
I think the masked terrorists carried Hassan out of the ring. I mean, looking back, that would have never.
Oh, that wouldn't fly.
That would
come nowhere close to
No,
flying
not
today.
at all.
Holy
even
cow,
close.
But there's so many people left off the list.
I was just going to say, there's so many names.
The Patriot
I'm
Right.
shocked the Patriot didn't go.
How about Nikolai Volkov?
Vladimir Kozlov, Nikolai Volkov,
You know, I was thinking Eddie. I was almost going to go Eddie with my last pick.
Eddie Guerrero, Rey
Santino
Mysterio.
Marella.
I looked at Trish Stratus too.
Yeah, Trish.
And then I thought about picking her as well.
The Koloffs. Nikita.
Yokozuna's still on the list.
Yoko's still there.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Ivan Putski.
I'm shocked to see the list did not include Ludwig Borga.
I forgot about
Borga.
Borga.
Ludwig Borga.
Ludwig Borga.
He ended Tatanka's streak.
I think, yeah.
Yes,
he did.
Off the list.
What a heel.
Yeah, but there's so many.
Finley's still there. I mean, there's
Marcus
a lot of
Bagwell from Stars and Stripes. I can't believe he wasn't on the list.
Stars and Stripes. What a great tag team that was.
Get out of here.
Man.
Cowboys for
Guido.
hire. Cowboys and Angels.com.
I was teetering with the whole faction thing.
I almost went full Canadian. I'm not even kidding.
With going with a Zeb Coulter.
See, I almost went my fifth pick. I almost took a person who's not on the list, and I didn't think about him until afterwards. But I almost took the other captain of Team Canada, Petey Williams.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
The
Canadian Destroyer himself.
Yeah.
How about that?
Like,
yeah, I almost
man.
went like, you know, Brett, KO, Mountie, Stratus, Pillman. You could even went.
could've gone
Yeah,
Pillman.
you could full
Pillman.
Canada.
How about Chief J Strongbow?
Yeah,
Strongbow
Chief
was
J.
there.
Strongbow out there.
Cesaro was a real American. Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger.
I
was
almost
also
went
a
Swagger
real
as my
American.
last
Swagger's
pick.
tough to leave off.
That was my teeter. That was my teeter.
You
'cause,
were
man,
you were
that-
waffling.
the you know, Real Americans gimmick that, you know, was so
Face Jack Swagger, We the People.
man
Really
it
hot.
was
That was over.
that was a lot of fun.
Really
like
hot.
Sure was.
I remember, being at shows like, SmackDown, whatever, and man, that was hot. That chant was hot.
Did the man on your shirt, Jim, ever?
I thought about Jinder as well.
The
I really did.
1.3 billion people
I did, man.
of India.
I thought about
Speaking
Jinder
to my people in my language.
which I love.
Of
I love the
Punjabi.
fact that in 2018 that they did that. Like 2017, 2018. I still love that. I loved the Jinder Mahal reign, and I still defend it to this day. Like it was freaking spectacular.
It was 100% just GT. Guaranteed terrific.
Like the whole everything with the
And this theme is a banger.
absolutely. And I love like when they come out and then like, the lighting treatment, everything. It is so good.
Jinder Mahal has significantly gone down since the other Singh brother has been gone. The good
Dude,
Singh.
what happened to him? Did he just like
He
die?
got hurt. He got
To
hurt.
see a picture of them, they tweeted up or Instagrammed or whatever social media the picture where they're fucking jacked.
Well, one of the
And
hurt
you
one
can't
is jacked.
tell that
The hurt one is
because
real
they're
jacked.
next to like Steroid Joe.
Well,
Hey, he's clean.
okay, yeah, Jinder Mahal.
Well, that and they're like always wearing like
Joe.
shirt and shirt and pants.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, they're their whole body
Also,
is
timeout. Noam Dar
Oh, Noam Dar.
jacked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude.
like gets hurt
Jacked
and
and
comes.
ripped and tan.
Yeah. Oh my
Somebody
god.
spent some time in the gym.
Jesus.
He's on it.
Like holy
He
hell.
has to impress his girl.
Alicia.
Charlie says,
Fox.
Ryan, you could do a faction with Wade Barrett, Sheamus, Rusev, Cesaro, and Swagger and call them the United Kingdom.
Wade Barrett. That's even
Yeah.
a good one. I didn't even think of him. Yeah.
I thought he was
Wade Barrett.
At first, when I saw like Wade Barrett, Sheamus, Rusev, I thought he was just going with the League
United-
of
the League of Nations.
League of Nations.
The League of Booty.
The League of
Those
Booty.
shirts were so good.
The League
Yes.
of Nations.
The League of
Then
Nations
with
shirts
the-
were some of the best shirts WWE
Because they did 4 of them, right?
Yes.
They
It
did
was like
one
the
for-
Bulgarian, and they had the flag, and then on the back, they all had the League of
their
Nations
na-
logo.
Yeah, they had their names
So
on the
good.
front. Like Del
So fucking
Rio,
good.
Rusev, Barrett.
It was good. I wish that would have
Sheamus,
gotten
yeah.
better play. I wish that would have done more.
But so let's quickly recap our drafts. Ryan went Kurt Angle, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, Sergeant Slaughter, the Native American Tatanka, and wrapping it up with Medusa. I had the American Badass, The Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Lance Storm, and John Cena. Big Jim had Bret Hart, Rusev, Made in the USA Lex Luger, the Mountie, and the British Bulldog. And Mark,
I like mine.
Mark had the Iron Sheik, William Regal, Andre the French Giant, Rodney the Piper, and Mohammed Hassan.
Solid lineup.